Hey, it's DBJ again. I have to give a special thanks to a subscriber, Slash or Sylasha, Sylasha. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a new video series called CSI RPG, Campaign Setting Investigations, role-playing games. It's just an idea of looking at an idea in role-playing games across the board, not necessarily looking at specific settings, but archetypes and ideas that we have in many of our games, and taking them, ripping them apart, looking at them in new ways, putting them back together. If you've listened or seen any of my videos, I love to create, not destroy things. So my idea is not to just cast everything aside. But this one's going to be about a special subject that Slash has really given to me, and it's the idea of potions. And I did one series video on Cure Light Wounds potions, and looking at Cure Light Wounds not as a temporary thing or a throwaway, but not necessarily as a game breaker or to destroy it. But it got me thinking about potions. In the comment, it was like, well, you know, you could take basically a very easy, mediocre creature, hobgoblins or goblins or something, orcs, whatever. Pack them with all kinds of potions, you know, giant strength, growth, invisibility, gaseous form, healing potions, fire-breathing potions, and really go crazy with it. And I love that idea. And I was just imagining, like, you could have a whole campaign setting based on, like, illegal potions. I mean, imagine, like, nowadays we have the DEA looking after drug dealers. What if there's, like, an organization, even the players are involved in going after, you know, illegal potion makers, or maybe they're shutting these places down. It's like Prohibition. There are alchemists out there making and selling potions to just anybody, and these people are a danger. There's bandits out there on the roads, and they're robbing people because they can turn invisible, drinking these darn potions. And then you have all your charlatans, you know, getting the cash and dashing because, of course, they can't make potions. It just tastes good, or, you know, they throw some Eye of Newt inside of a bottle and say, hey, here's 10 bottles of giant strength, go for it, and it doesn't work. You could really take a whole campaign setting and throw it on its ear. And for the most part, potions and scrolls are like the throwaway magic items. I mean, they're real cool, like, I think between first to fifth level in the classic Dungeons and Dragons and other games like it. It's a real good way to give players an edge without overpowering them. And I kind of include any one-shot or low-charge magic item in this grouping too. I mean, you could give a jug and have like 5 drinks out of this jug to a player or something like that. But I like the idea of throwing in an X factor into any encounter and just being able to throw it on its head. You got, especially as a game master, you know, I like surprises. I love to throw something in there. And here's the 3rd time these characters involved, you know, a war party of orcs, and you start rolling dice, and it gets really boring after the 4th or 5th, you know, dice roll. It just becomes a slow. Oh, I hit them with my sword. Okay, they try to hit you. They miss. You hit them. Okay, you kill one. What are you going to do? So maybe someone in the back, the war chief and his, you know, loyal followers, if there's any evil in the loyalty, and here they start downing some potions, and they go from being boring dice slogs to being these temporary but powerful enemies that the characters have to deal with. If there is an invisible orc, they could rob the characters blind. They can get them to backstab somebody or cut somebody's throat, or make their mounts run away or something like that. Throw a rock at the wizard's head. You got somebody with some giant strength, and I can't even think of all the potions. And you could make up crap as you go along. I mean, a potion of turning skin to stone, and, you know, potion of, I don't know, teleport and shrinking and all those kind of things, can really make for interesting subjects. You may have a kingdom that's trying to outlaw it, and the criminals are employing the characters to transfer potions from one opposition to another, or maybe they're freedom fighters. Maybe the king is oppressive and wants to end. This is the first step in shutting down and controlling the magic in his whole kingdom, and start with the alchemists. Hey, take away their supplies. You know, you're giving our enemies too much of an edge, and maybe the player characters are involved in overthrowing this this dictator, this despot, and they're taking potions from one place to another like a terrorist cell almost, and they're using these items as a method to give the common people some kind of power over their enemies. Also, sometimes these potions can be used in very unique ways in dungeons. I thought of this idea that the only way to get from one room to another is to drink a potion of shrinking to go through a place with a rat tunnel to get to the other side. And there's no other way to get into this room. Maybe there's an evil mastermind, he's part of the Thieves Guild, and no one knows where he hides the stolen goods. Well, he shrinks them down, sneaks into his little 4-room concrete fortress, and he can never be found, and he uses a potion to get in and out. I'd hate to be stuck in the middle, which would be kind of cool, but even a potion of gaseous form, hey, I keep this in my pocket. I got the guards come in and grab me, I escape, I get out of there. You can throw so many bizarre, strange ideas, and because potions are temporary, you can give a temporary boost, a temporary escape, a temporary power boost to any reasonably intelligent creature or encounter that you have, and it still wouldn't break the game completely. You give an orc giant strength, sure he may take out a couple of characters, but then he turns weak. Great idea. I love it. I love the idea of thinking of things outside the box. Potions are disposable. They're one-shots. Characters start to get hurt. They fall. They trip. They get caught on fire. You can always, as a game master, someone rolls a couple of fumbles. You can always make rolls that some of those potions just break and crack. I'd hate to see what happens by mixing the contents of two opposing potions, and I mean, you can just come up with so many great ideas. This is also a great way to throw in something when it gets very boring. It's the same die rolls, it's the same encounters over and over again. You can always say, oh, in the treasure trove there's some potions. And the last thing that I throw in there is that, especially video game wise, you're used to hacking the creature and they drop a bunch of crap. You hack the creature, you open the chest, they've got treasure in there. And to me, it makes no sense at all why any intelligent creature that's holding treasure would not use what they have to their benefit. Including like the other video I have with the Cure Light Wounds. No intelligent creature that has a Cure Wounds potion nearby is going to allow themselves to get killed without snatching up that potion, drinking it, and getting the hell out of there if they need to. And the same thing would go with any of the other potions. There's nothing to stop an ogre who thinks he's got a potion of giant strength to drink yet a potion of giant strength. Hey, I'm bigger and badder. I'm hulking out. Or a potion of fire breathing or something of that nature. That would throw the characters off, give them a little bit more challenge. Like Pathfinder, you got this challenge rating. You can bump the challenge rating up for creatures that are on the low side, on the easy side, making them a little bit more intelligent. And especially when you get to the highly intelligent creature encounters, drow, illithids, mind flayers, on that level, they would definitely use those to their advantage. And hey, keep it in your back pocket. As a game master, you can always slip that in. Hey, you may not have written those notes down, but throw it in there. Have some fun with it. And hell, if the players can get to those creatures before they get to use those potions, hey, boom, here's your treasure. Easy as pie. Figuring out what is what without a UPC symbol on it or some kind of label or ingredients label be kind of difficult, which has fun on its own. Hey, take a sip, you spit some fire, your spit turns to fire. Oh, wow, I know what that does. Yeah, you could do something like that. Anyway, I just thought the idea was great. I would love to insert that into like a small community in my world where basically the potion economy has kind of taken over, and how chaotic that would be. So anyway, it's DBJ, and as always, be a creator, not destroyer. And again, thanks, Silasha. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but thanks for the idea. Love you guys.